Hello, everybody. Welcome back. How are you doing? I hope you're good. Hopefully, you're outside because, especially if you're in the UK, because the sun is shining. Oh my God. We've had such great skies for so long, and now the sun is shining. So, happy days all round. If you're coming in, just come and say hi in the chat. Appreciate it. For those that don't know, I'm all things sugar and Shay Sade. Hey, and this is the live debrief. This is where I talk about my favorite reality TV shows from, I guess, my perspective. Do you know what I mean? And I've got a lot to talk about today, to be fair. I really do. I've got a long list. But as you're coming in, guys, say hi. We're going to be talking about moments of joy. We're going to be talking about what I'm side-eyeing this week as well, and also the other things that I'm watching too as well, because there's so much to watch. And we're on the countdown to Love Island, which is starting very soon. We've got like 2 more weeks to go, I believe. Hey guys, how are you doing? Hey Gilda, how are you? Hey Jeanette, how are you? Hey Keisha, happy Friday. It's bank holiday weekend. Oh my God. Seriously, I am excited because I have less pressure on the bank holiday, although I'm still going to be doing some work. But I get less pressure is not necessarily the word, less interruptions. But I'm looking forward to it, and I'm going to try and be outside and enjoy the sunshine for as much as possible as well, because it is a glorious day today. Are you guys enjoying outside? Let me know. Also, guys, you know what to do. As always, make sure you like the video. Do it now. If you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe. I don't know why you're not subscribed. Like, you should be. Do you know what I mean? Like, or if you're following on one of the other platforms as well, do that as well. Leave a comment or get involved in the chat, because I love to hear what you guys say. And if you're listening on Spotify or Apple or Amazon Music, then, you know, give me a 5-star review as well. Do you know what I mean? I'd really appreciate it. I really would, you know. Hey Saf, how are you? Gilda said my skin is skinning. Thank you so much. Honestly, I was actually thinking I look a little bit dry today, but I'll take it. Seriously. Or maybe it's the camera is giving me like a nice little glow. Do you know what I mean? Jeanette said, "Girl, I'm going to the Dominican Republic on Monday. I'm so excited." Amazing. Oh, love that for you. I've never been to DR. I've never ever been to DR, but I hear it's a good time. I hear it's a fantastic time. Dry. I'm that dry. No, seriously, I have combination skin, you know. I really do. Like, I get dry like here. I literally do. I have like a little thingy, and then I can get very oily around here. Oh, thanks. I look glowy. Thank you. Appreciate it. But like, I'm using what am I using? I'm using a Huda Beauty like powder. That's like, it's the duo one where it's like pink and orange at the same time. And sometimes if you put too much, it can look a little bit ashy, I guess, kind of thing. So yes. So sometimes it looks a bit funny sometimes, but I will take the compliments. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. And also, guys, you know what to do if you want to get a little bit more from me, and also access to the Discord. You need to join the membership, and to join the membership, you need to go to youtube.com/@SadeSalami official/join. Do that. Especially, I would say it's definitely especially good to do that around Love Island time, because I'll be putting my thoughts and feelings as we're watching the show. We do like a little bit of a watch along and stuff, and it's a lot of good fun. So if you're not a member, this is the time, guys. This is the time to get involved. Let me just find the link and put it in the chat as well. It is in the description box too, so you'll find it there as well. And I've got 2 tiers, one for $1.99 and one for $6.99. So, you know, Do what you can, do what you can. Okay, I've got a lot to talk about today. I am, what do you call it? I am back in this room today, but moving forward, I'm probably going to be in a different space where I can play videos. So I still can't play videos at the moment, so that's slightly bit annoying. But we have got a lot to talk about. There's some things that really just came to mind, and there's some things that are moment of joy, and there's some things that I'm definitely side-eyeing, so it's going to be a little bit of everything. Guys, do let me know in the chat though what you are side-eyeing and what are your moments of joy as well. Hey Elsin, how are you? Yeah, and let's get into it. Okay, so last week I was annoyed. I am side-eyeing this obviously because those people are mad, but I had to stay inside my house because there was a whole kind of what was the March for Unity or something like that, which is the racism out marching in the streets of London, and they march past my house and it's very annoying. And yeah, so that I was definitely side-eyeing them because I'm just like, they are inconvenienced me because it's definitely not safe to go out when they're in their clusters and stuff like that. So that really annoyed me. Oh, hold on, something's happened. Okay, cool. It kind of flipped. Guys, can you still see me? Unite the Kingdom. Yeah, exactly. Elsa just said I'm side-eyeing the World Cup in the US. Kind of, kind of, because there's a lot going on in the moment. And yeah, I don't know if they should be hosting anybody. I don't think they should be hosting anybody at all right now. But yeah. And I'm side-eyeing the teams going. I was even side-eyeing the Eurovision as well, because like, what the hell? Like, no, we shouldn't be doing any of that. Shouldn't be doing any of that at the moment. I'm side-eyeing, but kind of laughing at myself because I was fooled. I was fooled by Nole and Grimnall. I think it was last week. Was it last week? Yeah. Or the week before. I was just like, oh my God, they got married. I didn't even know there was a couple. I didn't know they were together and stuff. And now they've got married. No, it was marketing. It was marketing. I was genuinely happy for them. And I think it generally just shows me that love is fake. I'm joking. But I fell for it. I really fell for it. Oh my God. I really did. And yeah, good. Well, they done well. Marketing team 10 out of 10 because I really believe them. And no, they're not together. It's just music they're promoting. There's been a lot of relationship news at the moment, especially in the reality space. We've got Kelsy and Kwame. They've got divorced. They put out joint statements. Did they put out joint statements? Yeah. Well, they put out statements at the same time. So there was, hold on one second. Let me see. Because they put out statements. So Kwame was saying, let me share my screen real quick. 1 second. Sorry. Technology. 1 sec. Oh, there we go. Cool. So yeah, Kwame's was last week, would have been our wedding anniversary, but unfortunately we're taking this moment to announce that after 4 years together, we are going our separate ways, and this is not something that either of us would have imagined. And it's been one of the hardest decisions to make. We built a life that's full of memories, laughter, and that love we'll always be grateful for. We will always have respect and care for each other and everything we shared. We're eternally grateful for all the love, support, and purpose we gained during our time together. As difficult as it's been to arrive here, I believe it's in our best interest, considering, amongst other things, that our ultimate life goals don't feel aligned. Thank you for all the years of support. Much love to you, Kwame. Yeah, I was surprised. I was actually really surprised when this news came out. I thought these two were going to make it. I think the way the show was edited, I do remember watching this, and the way the show was edited, it seemed like they weren't aligned in the show and they weren't going to get married, and then they did. So I was just like, oh my god, like this is great. Like, you know, they made it, and yeah, it turns out that, you know, I mean, well, they had a good run 4 years. It's nothing to be sniffed at. Do you know what I mean? Marriage is hard, so I get it. But yeah, I was not expecting this at all. I wonder, because I know Chelsea was doing some bits with Netflix. I wonder if she's still doing that. I'm not too sure if she is, but it'd be interesting. And I wonder if she will go on AD show as well and kind of talk about this too. Yeah, so that was sad news. That was sad news. I can't lie, I wasn't super fans of these two, but it was just more the interesting story of them, like it's showing like they're not really getting on, and then they ended up getting married. I did see on Jessie Woo, was it Jessie Woo show? Or someone was talking about Jessie Woo. I can't remember. But what they were saying was that at one point, I think Jessie done a video saying that, you know, she called out Chelsea about something, and apparently they met in real life. And Jessie and Kwame met in real life, and Kwame was thanking Jessie for calling out his wife, because, you know, sometimes he doesn't feel listened to and and this kind of stuff. So that's interesting if that's a thing. So yeah, that happened. Also, in kind of Love Island world, Huda and Louis, sorry, are done. They've broken up according to TMZ. They are broken up now. I mean, I could see this coming. I could definitely see this coming. Huda has her court case is being what do you call it? Continued again, I believe. Yeah, because at the moment it's very, very odd. She had a temporary restraining order against her because she went to Louis's baby mother's apartment and was sending some very disturbing messages, not explicitly saying what she was going to do, but she was in some sort of like state. And she said she was going to knock on every single door and that sort of thing, and kind of like find her or whatever kind of thing. So of course, you know, the baby mother felt scared. Louis sent those text messages to the baby mother, and the baby mother used that to get a temporary restraining order, which was granted, right? So I don't know what Huda's doing at the moment, and her legal team, I don't know what they're doing, but they keep on getting continuances at the moment, so they haven't actually resolved this in court, or whether the temporary restraining order is gonna, you know, be upheld over time. But these two are no longer together. It says that they said in their joint statement, we want to share that after taking time to reflect on what's best for both of us, we've mutually decided to part ways for the time being. Is that all they said? Oh, they continue. Huda is dedicating her time and energy to being the best mother. Her music career, I didn't even know she was in music like that, and exciting opportunities ahead, while Louis is focused on being the best father he can be and pursuing his future endeavors. They conclude by saying, we remain friends and continue to have the utmost respect and love for one another. During this time, we kindly ask for privacy as we navigate this next chapter of our lives. I mean, yeah. These two, oh yeah, that's the baby mother there, Nicole. These two were a mess. These two were a mess, in my opinion. They got together very quickly after Love Island finished last year. Obviously, Huda, amongst other things, is famous for, you know, breaking up with Chris in the final or just before the final of Love Island, which I don't. They were not a couple in the final, which is insane when you think about it. It's insane. So yeah. So they're no longer together. And I just think, yeah, both of them, to be fair, I do not like Huda. I'm not a fan. I haven't been a fan since the show. Louis, I find annoying. They're both irritating people as far as I'm concerned. They're both irritating. But Huda, I don't like her. I don't like her anyway. So, you know, I don't want to hear no music from her. I really want to see what she's doing next. I think she needs to take a big, massive social media break. That's what I think, personally. Okay, so more relationship stuff. So again, Love Island, Millie and Zach, they are done as well. Oh my God, they're done. They, where was this one? They actually, I think they posted pictures of each other in their breakup speech. So it seems like they're still on good terms, which, you know, is a good sign, I guess. So yeah, they were together for 5 months. They're now done. Yeah. So they both love their lives where they live. Because they're in a long distance relationship, I believe he lives in Utah and she's in the UK. You know, it's tough on them. It's really, really tough on them. It really is. So yeah, they're no longer together, unfortunately. So yeah, they're both basically saying the same thing. I don't know. I don't know if they're over. I don't know. I have a feeling they're not fully over. I think we'll see. We'll see on those two. I'm not sure. Saf says I'm not sure about this distance reason. Yeah, same. I'm not too sure what's going on with them two there. But people were saying because they're in a long distance relationship, and the other couple that's in a long distance relationship, or notably from this show, is Yemen and Whitney. And yeah, they're still together. Whitney, I think, is currently literally in Yemen's house at the moment, I think in LA. So they seem to be going strong at this moment in time as well. Holy said, I thought he was an LA dude. I don't know. I thought he was Utah, but maybe he's from Utah but lives in LA. Maybe that is that. Yeah. Holy is saying that relationship did not seem real, in my opinion. I really interesting. Oh, I thought they were very smitten with each other. I believed them. I actually did believe them. I thought so. But I thought it moved very, very quickly. And I think my point is with them two, it's just that Millie had just come out of a very long relationship with her ex Liam. So when she went into Love Island, I think they'd only been broken up a couple of months. It was definitely not up to a year. So it's moved for her. It's just like that's moved her now being with Zach. It moves very, very quickly. And although they were really smitten with each other, it's just like, babe, you need to take a beat. You actually just need to take a breath and give yourself a little bit of space, or like slow it down a little bit. So yeah, so that might have something to do with it, and might be a reason why they're not moving forward at this moment in time. Also as well, again, Love Island, Maya Jama and Ruben Dias, or Dias, how do you say his name? I don't know. They have also split. They're no longer together. They are citing reasons. Where's that one? They are citing reasons to do with their so they were together 18 months. And what's the reasons were to do with like their careers, basically. This is so cute. I'm at Disneyland. So he is going to be in the World Cup. Maybe I didn't even know this. Oh, he's a man. Oh, I knew he was a footballer, but I didn't know what team. So he's a Manchester City player. I didn't even know that, you know. So he's gonna yeah. So I think they were talking about him, you know, his summer's gonna be filled out with World Cup, and she's gonna be on doing Love Island and stuff like that. So that's going to be a major factor for them as well. They have a property together apparently as well. So we'll see how that works out for them, how they resolve that. But yeah, a lot of people are saying Stormzy should give it another go. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like that ship has sailed, but if Maya and Stormzy made their way back to each other, oh my god, that would just be so romantic. It really would. But I doubt it. I don't think that's gonna happen. I really don't. Yeah. Really don't. So yeah, there's that. Is there any other relationship news? Oh yeah, John Boyega. Apparently, well, people are alleging that he and his, I think, long-term girlfriend, I think Tay Heckard, have got married, apparently. I don't know how much truth there is to this, so I might just be spreading rumors. I don't know, but apparently that is the case. Let me see if I can find it. One second. No, I can't find it. That's annoying. But I thought I had it up somewhere. Yeah, here. 1 second, bro. Let me see. There we go. I don't even know. I don't know who she is. I wish I knew who she is. But he tries to, I think he keeps a low profile with John, keeps a low profile with his relationships. Yeah. Keisha saying, yeah, wow, I've never really heard much about his dating life. Yeah, same. You don't really hear a lot at all. So I don't know if it's the fans putting two and two together and making five. I'm not too sure. But it says, after reportedly dating for the past 2 years, fans are now convinced that 34-year-old actor John Boyega, obviously, quietly tied the knot with Tay Heckard, 47. The speculation picked up this week after Tay dropped a photo dump on Instagram of a few shots showing off a notable ring on that finger. The comments quickly filled up with congratulations, with many assuming the two had officially jumped the broom. Neither John or Tay have confirmed anything, but fans also noticed that the two only follow each other on IG, adding even more fuel to the wedding rumors. Tay, an actress and model, is best known for her role in BET's The Game and appearances in several popular 2000s music videos. Okay, cool. And she shares a child with former NBA player Brandon Jennings. Okay, cool. So if you put that ring on your finger and you only follow each other, that equals you're married. I don't know. I don't know about all of that. Seriously. But yeah, you really don't know how much or you really don't know what people have done. Do you know what I mean? Saf said, I'm side-eyeing the hate train on Diana Ross. To be honest, people should just leave her alone. This is interesting. So unfortunately, I still have not watched Michael. Oh my god, I must watch it this weekend. I was planning to, and then I got derailed again. But I should definitely watch this weekend. Yeah, and I feel like the issue, what did I see with Diana? And tell me if this is what the hate train is about, Saf. But she was a friend to the Jacksons or something like that, and she's been accused of grooming Michael Jackson because he was infatuated with her or something like that. And she knew him when he was a child, and then allegedly they have some sort of relationship when he was an adult. It's I am side-eyeing it. Do you know what I mean? If that is the case, then I am side-eyeing it. I am side-eyeing it for sure, because that's really weird. You can't be doing that. That is grooming if that's the case. But it's a difficult one because I do like Diana Ross. I like her contribution to music and all this kind of stuff. But if there's any truth to this, then yeah, she does have to get a side eye. But I don't know if we're ever going to know the truth. I really don't know. Yeah, Elsa, you're saying there. She did get her, well, or her people, whatever kind of thing. There was an actress that was playing Diana Ross in the movie, and that part was removed. So, you know, they don't want to tell that bit of the story. And if there's any truth to it, you know, there's always going to be like speculations and things around this family. I do understand that because of the magnitude of Michael and the Jacksons in general. Do you know what I mean? That there was always, and like just even like remembering all the press when I was younger, do you know what I mean? The random things that they would say about Michael and all these kind of things. So there's always going to be speculation. But I hope that this isn't true. I really do, because it's gross. It's gross. It's gross. It's gross. There's no two ways about it if it is. But I just hope it isn't the case at this point in time. I really do. Yeah. Okay, so I said I get that side eye to her, then just not to send abuse. Yeah. I think like everything should be dealt with properly, you know? That's what I think on that. But yeah, it's so difficult. And the thing is, you just can't like anyone. You actually just can't like anyone at all, because something's going to come out about them. That's what it seems like. Something's going to come out about them for sure. Okay, so what other things in this bit as well? Oh, I did see, yeah. And I don't know if this is true. And I hope this. And I was just side-eyeing it a little bit because, I mean, because it's me in it. Hey, Waven, how you doing? I hope you're good. Because it's me, I was side-eyeing this. I saw that Love Island is getting a brand new spin-off show, kinda, right? So the morning after podcast, apparently this is gone. I don't know how official this is, but apparently this is the case. This is going to happen. And they're going to have a new kind of show that's going to be more of a vodcast. So something like what I'm doing. And they're calling it the Debrief. So that's why I was side-eyeing, because I'm just like, huh? Is it now? But yeah. So I don't know. Maybe that'll work for me. With for SEO or whatever kind of thing. But yeah, this is it. So it says here, the morning after podcast is gone. The show will now have the Debrief, which will be a vodcast format airing every weeknight after the main show on ITV2, and also available as a podcast on the usual platforms. The hosts are still TBC after obviously India and Amy stepped away from the morning after, and it's believed after Summer were made on Sunday night, and it's in its full after show glory with Maya. So this should be interesting. In terms of like how they do this. To be fair, I am sidelining them a little bit, but obviously mine is called the live debrief, so it's a little bit different. But if they copy debrief from me, I would not be surprised. I would not be surprised. Seriously. But yeah, interesting. It's interesting. But yeah, we'll see. Obviously, the girls, what do they call them again? I can't even remember. But the trio, so Shakira, Tony, and Yasmin, they have been rumored to be the hosts of this new show. I think we've been talking about in Discord. I just hope they're good. Like, do you know what I mean? I don't mind them. I quite like Shakira. I was very supportive of Shakira last year in her season. But I hope that they're good at hosting, because otherwise it's just going to be a mess. And also as well, they are going to be going up against Ty. To be fair, they should have got Ty to host it. They should have got Ty and someone else to host it. Tyrique, that is. That's what they should have done, to be honest, or done some sort of partnership, or maybe he does a section or whatever kind of thing. They should have done that, because he done a fantastic job last season, Love Island All Stars. Do you know what I mean? He was able to get everybody who's relevant to that world on his show talking about it, and it was just a vibe, you know. Obviously I didn't catch every episode because it's a lot, but I was definitely watching the clips. Yes, the big three, that's it. The big... So I said, tell them to run you your check, isn't it? They should, honestly. But you know, maybe I'll be a guest host one day. maybe. Maya says ITV people watching your channel. Yeah, I think so. I know, Sav, you're so you don't like Thai. I'm telling you, yeah, by the end of this summer, you're gonna come around to Thai. You're gonna come around. Seriously. But yeah, he has announced recently that he is going to be back on streaming. He's going to be back, but he's no longer using, oh my god, I can't remember what it's called now, but he's moved from Twitch to Kick. That's what he's done. I think I'm going to try streaming. Not, I've got way too much on at the moment, but I think I'm going to try it and just see what it's like. I think I'm going to try it because everyone's doing it, so might as well. I did like his marketing campaign. I'm sorry, I can't show you the video because I can't really show videos here. Well, I can't. It's the sound that's the issue, to be fair, more than anything. But I did like his marketing campaign. I thought it was very, very cool. So it's on his page if you want to see that. Maya says Ty over Harrison all day. 110%. 110% Ty over Harrison. Ty over a lot of people. What do you call it? Keisha said Ty is too unfiltered for a show like that. To be fair, yeah. No, I'm okay. What's it? It's not that deep. It's not that deep. Okay, so a couple other things. Oh god, there's such a long list on here. What actually makes sense? Oh, one moment of joy that I did see, I was just like, and in the Love Island world as well, but I was just like, oh my god, this is so cool, I love this, was Orlandria. Let me just get it up real quick. Waven, you're not a Thai fan either. Oh my god. Orlandria and oh my god, what's the name? Brandon Blackwood. They are doing a collaboration. They're doing a collaboration which looks amazing. I love a bag. I love a designer bag. Like, of all the things that I like to indulge in, designer bags are like my number one. I absolutely love that. Although I haven't bought one in a couple of years, and that is a recession indicator, to be honest. For me, my own personal recession indicator, because I haven't got one. But Orlandria is doing this collaboration. It drops on the 27th of May at 12 p.m. Eastern time, which is 5 p.m. UK time. And yeah, I want one. Do you know what I mean? I think they look very, very cute. I love these colorways. I love all of them. I love pink. I'm into it. And I love classic black as well. And they've got these different shapes as well. There's these other ones as well. They're cute. And I don't have a Brandon bag. I don't have one, so I would like one. But I don't know. I'm putting it out there into the universe. Maybe one will find its way to me. Who knows? It's bougie. I love a bit of bouge. I don't really do, like, to be fair, my feet are way too big, so I can't even do designer shoes the way I want to. So that's annoying. But definitely bags. I love a bag. I'm not really into designer clothes like that. Not really. An item every now and again, but not anything too deep. I like to mix and match. I'm more the high street to be in for anything. And to be fair, at the moment, most of my clothes are from Marks and Spencer's. I love Marks and Spencer's right now. I actually really do. They're doing a really good job, but I've been shopping with them for years. Anyway, Keisha said if there was ever a sign to get back in the gym. Orlandra's body is tea. Seriously. She looks good. She looks good. She really does. Another moment of joy that I saw just today is that apparently Mystique, oh my god, where is it? Mystique are coming back, you know. Do you guys know Mystique? I don't know. Some of you Americans will not know Mystique. But Mystique, they used to be the best back in it. There was a girl group. And wait, hold on. What am I doing? 1 second. 1 second. Here we go. Technology. Here we go. 1 second. They are coming back. They've just done this little ad. Again, it's video I can't show you, but they've done some pictures with Vogue, actually. I think they've got an article with Vogue out maybe today, but they are doing a one-off show in Wembley. Is it arena or stadium? One of the two, on the 12th of September. And I was just like, this is cute. I love it. But yeah, I love this, man. I really, 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 really thought this was cool. And I was just like, yeah, I might go to this. I actually might go to this. Let me get the details. 1 second. Let me open this up over here because I thought I had it. Oh, Mystique, man. It just takes me back. They were a vibe. Okay, so it's a Wembley Arena on the 12th of September, and it's a special anniversary. It's celebrating 25 years of licking on both sides. So I'm guessing that's an album. Yeah. So scandalous. Yeah, exactly. Really, really cool. Tickets go on sale. Pre-sale goes on again on the 27th of May, Wednesday, 27th of May. General sales on 10 a.m. on Friday, the 29th of May, if you want to get your tickets. But yeah, I think it's going to be a vibe. They're going to bring out everybody as well. Yeah, it'll be really, really cool. I don't even know. That'll be thingy. But I wonder if, because Alicia used to obviously be with Harvey, and people often say that they have similar, or what they did back then, said that the way they kind of MC'd was very similar. I wonder if they've buried the hatchet enough for them to be on stage together. I doubt it, but I wonder. Yeah. They could bring over Pharrell. She could bring over Pharrell as well. It would be cool. I'm telling you, that will be a vibe. It will be a vibe. For sure. So that made me smile today. That was a little moment of joy. Yeah. Chelsea's Bloom is on until 24th of May. Oh my god, I saw that. That's like the oh, I did see that. And it's in Sloane Square or something. Are they? I Miss Dynamite. No. Around that same time. That's a different person. Miss Dynamite is different. She's a whole different person. Keisha said, I still love when their songs pop up. I'm old school garage, a playlist. All I want, yeah. All I want is to be with you. They were really good. Really, really, really good. They were vibe. They were like, I don't even know. Were they around the same time as Destiny's Child? I think so. They were like UK, at least trying to be a little bit. Okay, so some of the stuff that I'm side-eyeing this week, yeah, is first of all, do you guys does anyone watch EastEnders? It's a flower show, yes, but it's a public flower show. Sorry, Chelsea and Bloom, to go back to that. Yeah, it's a public flower show. So it's like there's no charge. You can just go rock up and see the stuff in Chelsea. It's very cute. I want to go there. It's not too far from me. I could actually go there very soon. Do you guys watch EastEnders? Where's my thing? Because if you do. I don't watch EastEnders anymore. I haven't watched EastEnders for years, but I was definitely side-eyeing what's his name, Jake Wood, when I saw him pop up on my feed for pretending his artwork was AI. Let me say allegedly pretending his artwork was AI, wasn't AI. So he done this art exhibition where one of the centerpieces was in celebration of Sir David Attenborough. And he was selling these art pieces, and a percentage of the profits was supposed to go to Dementia UK, right? It turns out that not only not only is it potentially AI. Yes, thank you, Sam. So yeah, if you don't know, Jake Wood plays Max Brannon. Seriously. So this guy is is asshole. In the show, off the show, it doesn't matter. You're just out here deceiving people. Like, what the hell? Who does this? I was just like, honestly, who does this, and who are you trying to fool? So there was this girl called Zoe Bread. If you don't follow her on Instagram, I think she's brilliant. She does these TikToks, and she basically what it's a kind of a form of activism in a sense, but it's like she annoys people. She annoys she sees a wrongdoing and she will try and get an answer for it, and she doesn't stop. She will not stop until there's a change, and she's just very funny. But anyway, so she saw this and she done a video on it, and I think at the result of her video she actually got the exhibition closed, because it turns out, because he was accused of using AI, because one of the images, let me see if I got if it's on here. Oh my god, where's the artwork itself? Oh no. Well, that's annoying. One of the images was actually based on a image of Sir David Attenborough that's owned by Getty Images. So she called up Getty Images and said, "Oh, if someone uses this, could they, if someone could you use this image for free?" They were like, "No." "Can you alter this image?" They were like, "No." And she was just like, she made up her version of what he had done and sent it to them. It's like, "Can you do this?" And they were like, "No." So it's just like, he is taking this image probably from the internet, run it through AI, and then said that he painted it himself. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. Gilda said Max has always been a fraud in EastEnders, now in real life. That's what it's looking like. That's what it's looking like. So yeah, so it had to be shut down. So it's just like, it just was very, very bad taste. Very, very, very bad taste. I don't know what they were doing. There's no need to be dishonest. Like, bro, just relax. Stop it. So I was definitely side-eyeing that. The other thing that I have massively been side-eyeing this week is the Married at First Sight I'm going to say production team, producers, all of them, side-eyeing them. If you didn't know, they have basically Panorama, BBC's Panorama, done an expose on MAFS, and it's called The Dark Side of Married at First Sight. It's on, obviously, the BBC at the moment on iPlayer. You can watch it. It's not very long. It's about 30 minutes. And in it, they speak to 3 women about their experiences with MAFS, and it focuses on, yes, trigger warning, thank you, Saf, trigger warning, trigger warning, trigger warning. It focuses on MAFS UK at the moment, but I'm pretty sure we're probably going to hear more stories from more people as well. And in this, it was just like some very, very, very alarming things were expressed about these women's experiences. 2 of the women were anonymous, so we don't know who they are, and I guess it doesn't even matter who they are, to be fair, that this has happened and it's heinous. And basically they talked about how there was SA that they had to endure, and they felt very, very, very unsupported by the production team, you know, and the welfare team as well. One of the women expressed that, you know, her husband in the show said to her, well, she didn't want to have sex, but he did. He was just like, well, I can have sex with you because you're my wife. And she felt, at the time, she felt kind of trapped, like she didn't really know how to navigate the situation or anything like that. Shona Mandelson from season 8, she actually wasn't anonymous, and she spoke about her experiences, and she was matched with Bradley. And I remember, and we talked about this in our Discord too, but I remember at the time really disliking this guy. I think a lot of us really disliked this guy. Just the way he was coming off the jump, to be honest. He was definitely giving cult leader vibes. He was condescending to her. He was very dismissive. He was talking about how he was, yeah, the way he was talking to her was just like, oh, you know, you don't know everything, like I'm gonna lead you, I'm gonna teach you, I'm gonna, you know, he kind of basically implied that she was not as smart as him. I don't know if he outright said that I can't remember, but he definitely implied it. And she was like, unfortunately, feeding into it. And this was the couple that they moved very fast, right? Do you know what I mean? So they were like really into each other almost instantly. And then he was like, I remember him trying to push her boundaries in the bedroom and everything like that. And it was just all creepy. It just all filmed eerie. It was just awful. Hey Abena, how you doing? It just felt really icky. And I do remember like a lot of people did try and stick up for her. They ended up leaving the experiment, and at the time I don't think it was super clear. We didn't completely know why, but it turns out it's because of what happened to her. So she says that while they were being intimate, they had agreed that they would use the pull-out method, which obviously a lot of couples do. And she said that there was a time when she alleged that he finished inside to her without her consent. And then he said to her afterwards that he done that to show her how much he loved her. And she was obviously very unhappy about this, but didn't really know how to navigate it. She did talk to welfare team about it, I believe. And, you know, they tried to, their kind of response to handling it was taking them off the show. That's what I understood, was that it seemed quite messy and they just took them off the show. And it's just like, looking back on it now, like, bro, this is it's horrible. Like, no woman should be going through any of this, right? The producers have a responsibility to keep these women safe. And it's just insane that these things have happened, and also the way they're being handled as well. It doesn't seem to be in the correct way. Not enough is being done to protect these women or to spot the signs when things are going wrong, because it's very difficult sometimes, or depends who you are, right? If you have something like that in your relationship, like, how do you navigate that? It might take you a minute, right? You know, and a lot of people, their criticism is always like, oh, why are they speaking up now? It doesn't matter when they speak up. It like, we need to get past that. That does not matter. It's the fact that they're speaking up and they're brave to do so as well, because time and time again, when these things occur, nothing happens, right? Do you know what I mean? Yeah, it's just awful. And I do think, and I think I've just brought this up on different shows and different variations of things, but I think like MAFS and shows like what do you call it, Love is Blind, I feel like these shows, the way that they're structured and the way they're set up, it almost breeds this type of that this type of behavior can happen more easily, because there's such a pressure for obviously the couples to get on, and for them to further their relationship and go through these stages in their relationship and that sort of thing. Like the fact with MAFS, like even have an intimacy week. I think in the the Discord group, I was talking about, oh god, I can't remember now the name. Tom, there was this couple, Tom and I can't even remember. Let me see if I can find it real quick. And this lady, and I remember it was like they were trying to force these guys to stay together, and they didn't like well, she didn't like him. What's her name? Rosalind. Oh, Rosalind, that's it. Yeah. Let me just show you a picture real quick. I don't know if you guys remember them. But I do remember thinking, this is weird. Yeah, this is weird. Those guys there, these guys here. I just think this is weird. Like, he was really into her, she weren't really into him, but they were encouraged to take their relationship to the next level. They did have a moment where it felt like, okay, they're getting somewhere, but ultimately they did not. Do you know what I mean? They weren't together. But again, it was like she done a 180 almost, which is now making me think, did something happen? Did something happen where, do you know what I mean? Like, where it was like, because it just like it went hot and then it went very, very cold. And now obviously this can naturally occur. But it was just like, oh no, this is it's making me think like, oh, maybe there's some skullduggery going on with her situation as well, you know. But yeah, obviously, sorry, just to go back, with Shona's situation, I do have to say that Bradley has denied that this happened. He's vehemently denied that it's happened as well, but obviously Shona is alleging that it has. You know, and she did say as well that she had flagged that she, after the show, she did want to talk to the welfare team again, or the producers again, and they didn't what do you call it, they didn't have that meeting with her. They didn't, you know, she did want to raise some things and they didn't have that conversation. It's just like, if she is saying this had happened and you knew this had happened and you can't even talk to the girl, like, what the hell? Like, what kind of aftercare is that? That's crazy. That's really, really crazy. But yeah, I think like shows like this, unfortunately, and Love is Blind, I would say, they are susceptible to abusers, to predatory men. I think it's just like the very nature of the experiment makes that possible. I think these women are extremely brave to speak up. And I think the producers have a lot to answer for. They have taken off all the episodes of Married at First Sight UK. They're gone now from streaming, it believes. I think they've Channel 4 have apologized as well, as I guess as a first step as well. And I think my thing is just like, if these things are happening, and this is the cost of making this type of show, because I feel like what it seems like the producers are more concerned with is just more trying to get the drama and the moments and all this kind of stuff, like trying to get like these larger than life characters on our screens, and you know, do you know what I mean, for the sake of entertainment. Like, but if this is the cost, we don't want this. Like, no one wants this. If this is the cost, we don't want it. It is not worth it. It absolutely is. We are not consenting to this. We are not consenting to this. This should not be happening to these participants at all. It's awful. Saf said Mel would be repulsed. Yeah, RIP her. Yeah, 110%. Like, it's so unnerving. And the thing is, unfortunately as well, and why I'm kind of like really focusing on the producers, because Mel, Charlene, and Paul, they are the experts on the show, but they are also like they're not, I wouldn't say they're like the contestants in a sense, right? Because the producers will tell them what to say, or they're the ones that place this person with that person and everything like that. It's not Mel, Charlene, and Paul that are doing those things. And I think that needs to be made more clear, because I feel like it's like the producers can hide behind them, you know, and say it's their decision, or, you know, it's just too much. It's it's too much. Yeah, exactly, Keisha. They are talent too, in a way. Yeah, exactly. So like, I would have to see for each case, 100%. But the producers, the talent handlers, the videographers that are there, the camera people as well, they're going to see a lot more, yeah, and know a lot more than the experts. Yeah. They are, that's what they're going to see. Elsie, but don't the experts do the background checks or see all the footage? No, they don't. So it's down to the production companies to do the background checks, and no, they don't see all the footage. So they see edits of the footage. They don't see everything. And I hate this for them, that they are the faces of it as well. And it's just like the production teams can hide behind that, you know, and it's wrong. Like there's no way, two ways about it. It's wrong. Yeah. Oh, it's just for you. Oh, you said don't. Okay, cool. All right, cool. My bad. I'm dyslexic, babe. It's okay. But yeah. I feel like, let me see if I missed anything. So I'm looking forward to Keisha said I'm looking forward to the findings of that 3-year study on dating reality shows. Yeah, I would love to see that. I would love to see that too. Yeah, I think more needs to be done. And I don't think, I don't think, like, you know, obviously there's other shows, but I think in particular, like the marriage aspect, there is this root of like, there's this this trailer for some toxic men, I will say, that if you're my wife, you're my property, and I own you, and I can do anything with you. And I think like it's that you've got to filter those people out. You got to filter, but it's hard because a lot of abusers, they can mask for a very long time, you know. They can hide that from you for a very, very long time, sometimes years, you know. So and I think, yeah, and if you don't, it's kind of like, if you don't go along, then you can lose your opportunity as well. Yeah. Little Rock says, oh yeah, Sade said, we are glad you didn't step foot on that show. Yeah. It's you know what, this is the thing, yeah, sometimes it's just it's just God. It's just God, isn't it? It's just God. Seriously, it's just God. Have a Kiki. Hey, this is good morning. Shade, this lip combo you have on is elite. Thank you so much. It's what I wear every week though. Thank you. Oh no, but I did change my lip gloss. I did. What am I wearing? I am wearing a Fenty black cherry and this new one from NARS called Nympho, to be fair. Yeah. Which was a funny name. I didn't name it, as I said earlier. Jordan said, we know it's just entertainment because they are not married, so it begins with a lie. Only US are legally tied, thus so few couples. Yeah, exactly. It does begin with a lie for sure. But yeah, I hope these women get justice. is so hard, but I hope they do. And I hope that if anyone else has unfortunately suffered any of these things, that they also come forward as well. I hope that they are empowered by this and brave enough to come forward as well, because I think that the more people that come forward, the harder it is to ignore these things. And I think that ultimately it would help push some change, at least, but ultimately I want them to stop putting men who are abusive and predatory on these shows, like full stop. It needs to stop. It needs to stop. Oh, okay. So yeah, oh God, kind of along the same vein. I'll say trigger warning again for this. But I am side-eyeing Kwasi Kwarteng, is that how you say his name? He is doing the absolute most at the moment. He was on Good Morning. He was on GMB. Was GMB yesterday or the day before, and he was talking about, or he was on a panel talking about these 3 young women who unfortunately have sorry, God, YouTube speak, I have to switch it, who have been unalived. So these 3 women who have been unalived, they were found in the sea in Brighton. So Jane, Christina, and Rebecca, all sisters, age ranging from 31 to 36. They were found in the sea in Brighton. So he was talking about this also with Nels. Abby was on there as well on the panel. Now, Nels was trying to back it, of course, but Kwasi was just doing the most. He really was. He was on there defending the police's position, saying that, that we shouldn't be drawing any conclusions from this. We shouldn't be seeing any sort of patterns of this when there has been now is up to 8 women in recent times who have Black women who have been found unalived in bodies of water. And Nels was trying to explain that in our community, it is very, very strange to assume that there's nothing suspicious about these deaths, right? Do you know what I mean? Like, just by the very nature of, like, I was saying it the other day, like, first of all, Brighton Beach is a stony beach, right? Do you know what I mean? Like, it's not like I'm gonna go and paddle my feet here. No, it's a stony beach, first of all. So there's that. But then also to, like, just thinking, like, going to in the water in the cold, it's just not something that we do. We're thinking about a lot of things. We're thinking about our hair. We're thinking about just on a very kind of like very surface, like cultural level. We're not doing that. Do you know what I mean? So this, by very nature, does look suspicious. It really does, on a very basic level. And the fact that repeatedly, when these women have been found, the police's first line or early lines are, there's no suspicious, there's no reason to believe that this is suspicious. There's no reason to believe that there's been any suspicious activity. And it's just like the quickness that the police get to that is astounding to me. And that is also very suspicious to me, because what do you mean? You haven't even finished your investigation. So ruling out foul play or, do you know what I mean, third parties or anything like that is just suspicious to me. That is suspicious. So, and I feel like this repeated line that they use is also suspicious as well, so yeah, Kwasi was out here defending that. And I'm just like, I just don't understand. No, I do understand because I have an idea of who he is, but it's just infuriating. So I was more than side-eyeing. I was infuriated with this, you know. So defending the police's position, he didn't have to do that, and he did, right? Because police are saying that the women misjudged the waters, the depth of the water or the current. Okay. And you know, okay, it just doesn't, just even think about it, it just doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense. And then also he said that he didn't believe that there were a pattern of like black women being found unalived in bodies of water. He said that too. And then he pivoted the conversation to talk about like you know, price controls or something to that fact. Just, this guy has no empathy, he has no tact, he has no nothing. It's just ridiculous. So yeah, he really pissed me off, to be honest. You know what I mean? Waven says Kwasi was very dismissive and he's too quick to silence fellow black people who are trying to make a point. Like, absolutely, he was definitely trying to silence Nels when he was speaking, and he did try and do a good job. Yeah, exactly. So this is the thing. The fact that this happened, yeah, as Keisha said, at 5 a.m. in the morning, no, it just doesn't make any sense at all. It really doesn't make any sense at all. So yeah, there's ongoing investigations at this moment in time, and I hate the fact that they delayed in letting us know where these women were from as well, because I noticed that they delayed and let us know. It didn't. I don't know why they didn't say that in the beginning. I get not identifying them until the police know, until their family knows. I do get that. Oh, sorry, there's a little fly in here. But not saying where they're from. That was deliberate as well. I don't know what they think is going to happen, or I don't know whether this is code for something. It reminds me when we see in the US where, you know, there has been a black person who apparently has unalived themselves by a noose of some sort, or by hanging, right? Do you know what I mean? Like, in what world? Like, it just doesn't, it's just suspicious. Like, what are you talking about? It's a lot. Like, it just doesn't make sense. That's not a go-to of that, you know? Do you know what I mean? It's just like, it reminds me of that. Like, you are lying and playing in our faces. And it's just like, how many more, it's just like, how many more black women have to be unalived for this to be taken seriously? Like, that's where we are at the moment. It's just awful. It's just really awful. What's this? Wait, what? Saf said, also, are they using AI pictures of them? What is the point? Really? Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know that at all. So oh, sorry. Sleep was saying the AI pictures were for the family, but they have stopped using that one. Okay, cool. All right, no problem. There is a now, where is it? Here we go. Yeah, so there is now, if you want to, and this is, you obviously, like, at your discretion, but there is a GoFundMe for the family, which has been verified by Kelsy. Is the one that she shared. So I did check that. So there is one now. I'll just put the link in the chat if you want to make a donation. Obviously, you know, on no obligation to. But yeah, my heart just goes out to the family. You know, it's just, I cannot imagine what they're going through at this moment in time. It's just really awful. So yeah, definitely more than side-eye. Just, yeah, just, oh, it's just awful. It's just awful. And I just think, like, people like Kwasi just make it worse. They just make it worse by taking this position at your, do you know what I mean? This family is really hurting. We're as a communication as a community, sorry, are hurting, and this is your position. It's just awful, just absolutely awful. Okay. So this one now, this next thing that I'm side eyeing is this whole Venezuela Fury. I don't know if do you guys know who she is? She's daughter of like, oh my god, what's his name? God, my mind is going blank. Oh my god, who's her dad? Tyson, that's it. I was gonna say Tommy, but that's her brother, right? I think that's her brother. Yes, it is her brother. Okay, so she is the daughter of Tyson Fury, who's this boxer and everything. So his daughter, 16 years old. Yes, thank you guys. Oh hey, Laura, how you doing? She's 16 years old and she has gotten married. She's gotten married. I think that the response, I am side-eyeing the media at the moment and their coverage of this wedding, because I think this is bizarre. I think this is so friggin' strange. She's 16. The guy that she's married, Noah Prince, he's 19. Allegedly, he started messaging her allegedly when she was 14 years old. And her parents have co-signed this and they have allowed her to get married. Now, I thought this was just weird anyway, because she's so young, like get married at 16, like who does this? Yes, her first name is Venezuela. Holy, yes, it is. I thought this was weird. Anyway, my gut instinct is just like, you're way too young to get married. You should at least be an adult before you get married. So, which in UK, you're an adult when you're 18. I didn't even realize until I started looking into this that the law has changed in the UK. So you now have to be 18 to, when I say now, actually in England and Wales, not the whole of the UK, you have to be 18 to get married, right? And the law changed in 2023, which is fantastic. Like, I think that's what it should be, right? You know, yeah. Like, you're telling me you can get married, but there's certain films you can't watch because you're not 18. That's crazy to me. Yeah, it has changed. And they thought by going, because the wedding took place on the Isle of Man, and they thought, or they think that because it took place on the Isle of Man, that that they're exempt, because in the Isle of Man the age of marriage is from 16. But apparently this is not the case. So actually, because she has been living in England most of her life, then that means English law has to apply. So this is illegal, apparently. I don't know if anything is going to come out of this, but this is what it is. And I think it's just insane that people are, in the media at least, are gushing over her dress and all this kind of stuff and everything like that. She's a child. She's a freaking child. She's a child and this shouldn't be happening. It's weird. It's weird if we are talking about how, the country needs to do better in terms of like predators and all this kind of stuff and everything like that, and then normalizing this. Yeah. Yeah. It's not thingy. And I hear it, like a lot of people in the comments are saying that she, it's their culture and everything like that. But the law is the law, and I feel quite strongly that it can be your culture, but this is the law. So you can't, and that law is there to protect young people like herself. She's 16, and her husband is 19. Yeah, no, the Isle of Man allegedly is because it is still legal there to be a 16-year-old and get married, and in England it is not legal anymore. So yeah, it's just, I was just like, nah, this is weird. Why is everyone going on like this is okay? It's not okay. Yeah, I didn't know. So I didn't know the law had changed either, but I'm grateful that it has done. I did want to show you a video, but I can't actually. But yeah, I just thought this is people gushing about this is weird to me. It's actually very, very weird to me. And we need to stop normalizing it. It's not okay. So yeah, so that was my other side eye there too. So other things I wanted to talk about. Is anybody watching Real Housewives of Rhode Island? See, I think it was Maya that put me on to this. Maya put me on. I believe it was Maya. Maya, confirm if it was you. Oh yeah, Isle of Man is a place. It's an island. But yeah, did anybody is anybody watching this, or is it just me? It's just me and Maya watching this. Oh my god. Real Housewives of Rhode Island, yeah. Oh my god. I can't lie. Is peak white women mess. It really is. It really is. And what's going on between Rosie versus Chelsea at the moment had me absolutely hooked to the TV. If you're not watching this and you're into Real Housewives, you're into Bravo Universe, whatever, I think that this is a good season to start with because it's on season 1. Holy moly, you're watching it? Yes. It's season 1. Do you know what I mean? So you can jump right in, right? It doesn't mean like you haven't missed loads of law or any of that, like kind of thing. You can jump right in. And oh my God, Rosie and Kelsy. So how can I explain this, right? So Rosie used to be a news anchor. She had some issues. People rumor that she got fired, but she's saying she didn't. It was like a health concern or something like that and everything. She doesn't like Kelsy. Well, she was asking questions about Kelsy's marital setup. No, not her marital setup, Kelsey's relationship. She was just asking questions about her relationship. But she wasn't asking questions in a nice way. She was asking questions in a judgmental way. Let's be real. Rosie was doing that. Kelsy is kind of like a sugar baby. She has, yes, Maya, yes. She has for the last 10 years, I believe, she won a pageant, and since she won the pageant, she had been dating this guy who is allowed to date other women. I don't think she's allowed to date other people, but he was allowed to date other women. And she lived a very, very luxurious lifestyle, like live in mansions and had help and all this kind of stuff. And yeah, so Kelsy asks this question when they're having this picnic about so Rosie asked a question about Kelsey's relationship to the other women, and it gets back to Kelsy, and Kelsy is annoyed, and then she starts trying to make Rosie public enemy number 1, but it kind of backfires because Kelsy didn't know Rosie was a bad girl. She didn't know who Rosie was. She didn't know. She had no idea. So she comes. So basically, they have a bit of a tiff. That was kind of minor. And then they try and make up. So Rosie's just like, right, Kelsey's breaking up with her boyfriend. She's kind of seen someone else and she needs to find a job essentially. And Kelsey's thing is doing hair. So she was just like, right, I'll let Kelsy cut my hair. This is Rosie. I'll let Kelsy cut my hair. This is Real Housewives of Rhode Island. So she will let her cut her hair, yeah? So Rosie comes to her house. Now, Rosie has been gossiping with the other girls saying that, sorry, Kelsy, I'm getting them mixed up. Kelsy has been gossiping with the other girls saying, Rosie's lying about her house extension. She says it's like 8,000 feet. It's not, it's only 4 and stuff like that. And she comes to Rosie's house in this big black truck with this like megaphone thing saying like, oh, we're like, what is it? Like, we're the house police or something. We're gonna like measure your house and everything like that, or something like that. And she does it in her neighborhood, like come into her house, so like really loud in her neighborhood. Rosie was not a fan, and she thought this was rude. You could even tell as soon as she pulled up, and she saw her at the door of the car, she was mad. She was big mad. But anyway, she goes into the house, and actually Rosie has laid out like the plans on the table. She was just like, see, you want to know about my house? Like, see the things here. And Kelsey's giving it some attitude. And she was just like, well, I thought it was a joke. Rosie's like, nah, I don't find it funny. And they start screaming at each other. But literally, like, Rosie, I don't even know where she used her whole diaphragm. She literally starts growling at this woman, shouting her down, and basically does a 180 and says, nah, get out of my house. Get out now. They were like upstairs. She because Kelsey was going to cut her hair with it. So she had the suitcase. She pulled the suitcase. She threw the suitcase out the house and then threw Kelsey out the house and slammed the door on her. Oh my God. I didn't. These girls are rough. They're rough. If you didn't know any better, you could have thought you was watching baddies or something. Like, what the hell? Like, she physically pushed her out of the house. Oh my God. Like, it was a lot. But yeah. And then Rosie called her while shouting over the balcony, mind you. She called her a slam pig, which I had never heard this term before. I didn't know what a slam pig was. I was just like, what the hell is that? Like, I had no idea. But apparently a slam pig is a promiscuous woman, typically overweight or ugly, and only sought after for a pumping and dumping, apparently. Slam pig. Wow. I can't lie. I like this series. That was just one kind of storyline or bit of a storyline at the moment. The rest of it, they're mad. They're all mad. They're all crazy. Jordan mentioned the plastic surgery. Yeah, there's a lot of plastic surgery going on. There's a lot of Ozempic going on. I think there's a lot of over usage of Ozempic going on as well. There is one woman there, Ruella, who seems to be in deep denial that her husband is having an affair. And there is another woman called Joellen, who is so enthusiastic about proving that Ruella's husband is having an affair. It is deep. It's a lot. I did hear that someone who's supposed to be Ruella's a friend, Alicia. Apparently, the woman that's having an affair, the mistress of Ruler's husband, is supposed to be Alicia's friend, which is insane. If that's true, it's insane. That's insane. But yeah, let's see if that comes out as well. But yeah, it's just wild. I do like shows with messy white women, I'm not gonna lie. So it had me thoroughly entertained. Also, most of them have known each other for at least 20 years plus. So I like that aspect. Like, you can't just say something and not get checked. Like, even what is her name again? Liz. Alicia was saying, back when my dad left us, we was homeless. And Liz was just like, no, you weren't. You were not. You were not. Yeah. But between these two girls, Kelsy, I believe, has the lifestyle, but no man, no house, no job. Right, but she did have the lifestyle, let's say that. But yeah, so she is like almost of the thinking, I should have these things. And then what do you call it, Rosie has the house, has the husband, and has the career, but she's still not seen as like the it girl. And I think she wants the status almost that Kelsy has. That's what I think. But they're very much similar. They're very much the same person to me. Ruella. It's like Cruella, isn't it? She looks a little bit like Cruella. I'm not going to lie. Not gonna lie. Holy says Rhode Island is the smallest state in the US, so everybody knows each other. Oh, really? I didn't know that. I didn't know that at all. Okay, cool. Interesting. So yeah, that has definitely kept me entertained. Also, I did watch Real Housewives of Atlanta as well. K Michelle and Porsha. What do you guys think about this beef? Because I'm just like, honestly, how did we get here? I wanted them, when this first started, I wanted them to be friends. I really wanted them to be friends, but yeah, they're not. In the episode, K Michelle, she starts crying at breakfast. Basically, it's been revealed to her that people have been plotting against her. Porsha, what? Porsha was eating some oysters at dinner, and she was like, basically inspecting the oysters and saying, that looks clean. Okay, now I can eat it, kind of thing, which is supposed to be a nod to this rumor that went around about K Michelle. Someone dropped this rumor saying that her underneath was not fresh, basically. And K Michelle was obviously very upset about it. She has now said that person has apologized to her, but this used to be like this big rumor. Apparently, I had never heard the rumor, but then I don't know. I don't think I'm a measure of that, but it really affected her anyway. So she didn't like the fact that it was being brought up. Also, she didn't like the fact that Drew was suggesting that K Michelle knew the guy that Drew's talking to, this guy called Black. But again, I just thought, are you doing too much? I don't know. I really don't know. I feel like K Michelle's doing too much. But then also as well, I don't know if this is just building drama for us. Like, I don't know. I'm not too sure. I'm really, really not too sure on that. What else? I think also as well, oh my God, Selling Sunset. Oh my gosh. It looks like Chelsea's not coming back, which I'm very sad about. I can't lie. But actually happy for her because she doesn't need to be in that toxic environment. But like sad for us as a viewer. And I don't know if I'm going to watch it now. I really don't know. Because Chelsea's gone. Emma Herman is gone as well. And Mary is gone as well, which I was very surprised at. Very, very surprised at. So they are all not returning for season 10 of Selling Sunset. Yeah, Christine might be back, but I think with those three ladies gone, I don't think I'll go watch it. Yeah, Sleepful says I won't be watching if Chelsea isn't there. Yeah, I think I'm over it. Now. I thought I was just like and ahhing before, but now I don't think so. Brie is still there. Yeah, that was wild to me. That was really, really wild. Honestly. Yeah, she's thingy, but maybe we'll see Nick Cannon this season. Who knows? But actually, to be fair, I'm saying I'm not gonna watch it. I'm not gonna watch it. What else are you watching, guys? Is anyone still watching Euphoria? Because I'm up to date this week, and yeah, I'm not. I'm watching it, but I didn't like this last episode. I just think it's weird now. I think it's weird. I think it's lost the plot. I don't know if I'm going to continue to the end. Maya said, I think Kay has PTSD. Okay, fair. And that is actually very fair because she was really upset. She was. Euphoria, anybody? I think I'm over it. On that. Testaments, I'm not up to date on. Perfect Match, I haven't started. Obviously, it is back now. The ladies in the what do you call it? The Discord are saying that it's the Yemen's funny. Was that you, Maya? I think it was Maya. Yeah. So, but I want to watch it. I don't know if I'm going to have time to watch it. To be fair, I did want to watch it, but I don't know if I'm going to have time. As I said, Real Housewives of Rhode Island and Real Housewives of Atlanta as well. Little Rock says, I'm loving Nemesis. You know what? Yeah, I started watching it. My sister-in-law was telling me about that. Oh my god, happy birthday, Kez. Happy birthday to you. So yeah, I started watching it. I'm gonna keep watching at the moment, but it was a little slow. I don't know. It was a little slow in the beginning. But yeah, but I'm gonna stick with it. I think I'm only on episode 2 so far of Nemesis. Nemesis is on Netflix. Those who want to check that out. But I found the first episode a little bit slow. But yeah, I'm gonna keep going on it. I did try to watch more of the worst ex ever, but I need to finish the season. I've only watched one episode, and that was a bit disturbing to me. It was a bit disturbing. Holy said, is that to Euphoria? That show is disturbing. Yeah, this season is very, very disturbing. I'm not a fan. I can't lie. I'm not a fan right now. The Testament as well. So with that, I need to watch. Yes, Holy, I'm the same. I need to watch the latest episode. And to be fair, I want to savor it. Like, I think it's really, really good. Really good. Yeah, I think it's layered. I think it's really, really layered. I'm really enjoying it. The Boys is done. The finale was this week. I watched that yesterday. I really want to watch a Easter egg review of it. I'm probably gonna watch real what they called? New Rock Stars and see what they're saying about it. But yeah, I was sad. You know? So Saf saying, is Testaments from the Handmaiden's Tale? Yes, it is. Yeah. So it's basically from it's from the girl's point of view. So June's daughter is from her friendship point of view. And it's like about girlhood, it's about, like growing up, coming of age, but doing that in the horrors of that world. But it's just very, very good. Yeah, watch it. It's on Disney though. It's on Disney. Yeah. I think it's phenomenal. The performances are actually phenomenal. They're really, really good. Very, very strong casting on that show for sure. I also finished Imperfect Women. Has anyone watched that? Because that sent me through a loop. That did. I thought that was very, very good. I really like, although I'm not sure on her religious beliefs, though, to be fair, Elizabeth. Is it Elizabeth Moss? Is that her name? Imperfect Women's on Apple TV. That is very, very good. I liked it. But I can't lie. I think Christy was saying that Kerry Washington's playing the same character again. As much as I love Kerry, she is. She is playing the same character again. But I thought it was really good. I thought it was great. And I did not... the twist wasn't obvious to me. It really wasn't obvious. Yeah, she is. Which show was that? Imperfect Women. It's on Apple TV. I liked that. I think it's worth a watch. It's a bit twisty turny, and it's I believe the world. I did believe it as well. I'm trying to think what else I've watched recently. Yeah, The Worst Ex Ever. I need to finish that too. But yeah, that's it. Anybody else watching anything else? That's that you want to share? Let me know. But yeah. Okay, that's all I've got for you today. We're definitely nearing Love Island season. Yeah, we're definitely nearing that. So things will be getting more frequent, I think. Well, not I think, I know, as June pops around. So I know what I'm definitely doing for the UK. So that will be mostly the lives and everything like that. But for the USA last year, I done like standalone videos, and I'm still debating whether I've got enough time to do that or not. I will see. Hopefully I do, but we will talk about both for sure, because I think UK starts on the 1st and US on the 2nd, or either which way. They both start the same week. Anyway, will Abbas be back? Yeah, I mean, no pressure. That's the thing. Keisha, the way I'm trying hard not to put pressure. I want her back. That's the main thing. I want her back. She will do what she can. She will do what she can. So it might not be every day and stuff, but I'm definitely keen to have her back. I really am. Because that was an absolute vibe. And I'm sure we're gonna be on the opposite side of things as well. So that's always like fun as well. Oh, Maya said, yeah, well done, but a bit meh for me. Okay, cool. Abbas was all about the vibe. Yes, exactly. Exactly. Gosh. Holy said the worst ex ever gives me anxiety. Honestly, that first episode, I was just like, oh God, it's a lot. It scares me. Those things, though, especially because they're real, that is worse than horror for me. Because it's just like these people are alive and living and doing this stuff. Scary. Very, very, very scary. But yeah, so we're Love Island countdown. We're nearly there. So yeah, once that happens, we'll be doing the dailies. We'll be getting into it daily. So the format of this show will change a little bit, but then I'll do more of this on the rundown. So on the rundown, which is I won't be in on Monday actually because it's bank holiday. So it'll be the following Monday for the rundown at 4 p.m. on the Pulse. And that's the Pulse TNB on YouTube. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for joining me today. I really appreciate it. You could be anywhere and you chose to be here, because especially if you stay to the end, you know, I love you the most. It is bank holiday weekend here in the UK. So guys, I hope you fully enjoy, and guys just generally enjoy your holiday anyway, but it's going to be good weather here. So go outside, get some vitamin D and enjoy yourself for sure. Make sure you like the live. Do that now. If you're Replay Gang, please leave me a comment as well and share this with like-minded people. Okay, have a great day, everybody. Happy Friday. Bye bye.